His last fight, Cepeda. His last fight. You don't know how many people are talking about him on every scale.
When Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez sat face to face, the room didn't feel electric. It felt dangerous. No smiles, no trash talk theatrics. Just two undefeated champions locked in a stare that made security shift there. Wait. Witnesses say Shakur leaned in and said something so quietly that the entire room froze. Phones stopped moving. Conversations died. In that moment, everyone understood this fight had crossed a line. This wasn't about belts anymore. This was personal. And when these two finally step into the ring, it won't be business. It won't be strategy. It'll be war.
I want to be the best. So when I see certain guys out there, and I seen Teo his last fight, I was there front row, and I'm like, damn, this dude is like, he like a baby Roy. Like he like doing things, hands down, flashy. So I thought it was cool. So it kind of made me want to get in a ring with him and see if he could do them things against my style.
According to multiple reports, Shakur Stevenson didn't raise his voice. He didn't need to. He allegedly told Teofimo Lopez that January 31st would be the night his entire legacy collapses, making it clear this isn't Lomachenko, this isn't Josh Taylor, this is a level he's never faced before. The line spread instantly across social media, with fans stunned by how calm and surgical Shakur sounded. But the tension didn't end there. Before Teofimo could even respond, his father Teofimo SR stepped in and lit the match, getting into a heated exchange with Shakur's team just moments before the sit-down. What started as words quickly turned into chaos, pushing an already volatile rivalry toward an explosive collision at Madison Square Garden.
This is in his game too, and something that he said earlier, he said, Teo never lost to Southpaw. Well, I never lost to Orthodox. So, it ain't no different, but
the difference is you never fought no elite fighter.
Okay, I don't think y'all did either.
Oh, so you gotta show it, baby.
Insiders say Teofimo Lopez SR fired off bold claims that Shakur has never faced anyone on his son's level, trying to get inside his head before January 31st, while Stevenson stayed outwardly calm but was reportedly furious inside, turning the face-to-face into a clear psychological battle for the mental edge.
You mistake me for Bud. But I was cheering for you, bro.
Who you? Ain't you?
I was cheering for you.
You were?
Yeah, for sure.
I bet.
I wanted you to win so I could be the person who beat you.
What's the issue between you and Bud?
For sure.
I'm gonna give you your first loss.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I promise you not.
All right, bet. Like, I've been 2 nights.
Witnesses say the face-to-face revealed something unexpected, as Shakur Stevenson stayed completely ice-cold, never blinking and never reacting, staring at Teofimo Lopez with a calm confidence that felt unsettling. One insider said it looked like Shakur already knew the outcome of the fight, and that silent intensity appeared to get under Teofimo's skin, shifting the psychological balance in the room.
Yeah, he talk crazy about black people, he talk crazy about Puerto Ricans. Man, he gonna pay for it. He gonna pay for it January 31st. It's time to show him what the level is. I don't think he realized what the level is, so I can't wait to show him.
What's he saying? Take a step back, guys. Well, he's saying that a lot of the pressure is on you.
Those observations now carry extra weight, with many believing Shakur Stevenson may have already won the first psychological battle. At this level, mental dominance matters, and sources say the tension nearly exploded into a physical incident during the face-off. One moment in particular stood out, and Teofimo Lopez reportedly leaned forward and said something so provocative that Shakur's entire team immediately stood up, forcing security to step in before things crossed the line.
That Teofimo is coming out with, I don't think Shakur knows even what to say or reply to it. You know, I wouldn't even want to repeat the stuff that he's saying, but he's making some really, really fruity comments. But I suppose that's one way to get in your opponent's head. But I think that's a great fight.
Say Teofimo Lopez fired back by claiming Shakur isn't built like him, saying he breaks fighters mentally before ever touching them, and pointing to Lomachenko as proof. A comment fans quickly dissected online as Teofimo comparing himself to legends he's already beaten. But the tension peaked when both were asked about January 31st, and sources claim Shakur calmly laid out his plan, telling Teofimo he studied every weakness, noting that Lopez struggles against movers and couldn't even finish Lomachenko, when Loma barely threw punches, before coldly adding that he's far better than that version of Loma. turning the face-off into a chilling preview of what he believes will happen in the ring.
Attributes and all the things that I learned from every fighter that I faced to now put it on display against Shakur Stevenson. And that is what I'm looking more forward to than anything else. Everybody else, listen, it's just horse, excuse my language.
After the Brian Norman, but Shakur, it's all there. But I didn't focus on him. I was focused on what's next, trusting my power team, trusting on my team and what can do and who could we fight next. Shakur decided, he initiated, let's go up to fight Teo.
Multiple sources back the exchange, saying Shaka went beyond boxing talk and attacked Teofimo's mentality. Allegedly, telling him January 31st isn't therapy and that he'll expose everything broken about him. The room reportedly went silent, with many feeling the comments crossed the line and turned the rivalry deeply personal.
Fight between Stevenson and Lopez. What a fight. Who wins that? Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him. I've had him on the pod. He bangs hard. He's a good all-round boxer. Slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end.
Supporters on both sides have exploded online. Shakur's fans praise his dominance and say Teofimo brought it on himself, calling the face-to-face stone-cold assassin energy and declaring round 1 won before the fight even starts. Meanwhile, Team Lopez fans fire back, warning that Shakur's confidence might crumble once Teofimo's power hits him in the ring. The social media war mirrors the tension building for January 31st.
What about Shakur Teo?
On that one right there, I feel like that's gonna be a good fight. As far as skill-wise, as far as Shakur actually being there with somebody who got some finesse and can punch. Outside of just being a puncher, you can actually box to the fight.
Dude, I'm like, cool. You know this nigga can fight, right? Cool, like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know what's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old and amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro having to fight each other, so Teo know who he fighting.
The face-to-face encounter has only amplified the suspense surrounding this fight. Happening on December 10th in New York City, it gave both Shakur and Teofimo about 7 weeks to let the tension simmer before the January 31st showdown at Madison Square Garden. Boxing insiders note the timing was strategic, chosen by promoter Turki Alshik and his Riyadh season events team, ensuring maximum buzz and psychological buildup long before the fighters actually step into the ring.
Best, against Taylor, against Lomachenko, he was at his very best. That was the best he can do. I don't think he can do nothing better than that, so
Self-projection.
what I seen from that fight, I feel like I'm way better than them guys. With Lomachenko, like I said, he didn't throw punches for 6
Objection.
rounds. For 6 rounds. So if you ain't throw punches for 6 rounds, and you get in front of me,
Man, you was
I
a
just don't know. I would have beat
man.
Lomachenko that night easy too.
Fanboy of Loma.
Wait a second, you objected. Hold on a second. You
Ooh,
just
I am.
objected.
I like Lomachenko. I like Lomachenko.
You just objected. You want to tell him how much you like him again? I think you like him. You keep telling him.
Objection.
What? Tell everyone.
False accusation.
You got a thing, right? It's okay.
I can't wait to beat this clown, bro. This dude is a clown.
Focus on me.
You better have that chin ready, baby. You better have it ready.
Typically, promoters schedule the most intense face-offs for fight week, or wins, when emotions are at their peak and cameras can capture every dramatic moment. But for Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, the team deliberately staged the encounter early. Sources close to the promotion, speaking off the record, explained that Turki Alshik wanted the tension to simmer over weeks, making the fight feel personal long before the first bell rings. By letting both fighters dwell on every word exchanged, the psychological stakes are amplified, ensuring that when January 31st arrives, the clash is not just physical, but deeply mental.